So yesterday we spoke about order block, buy to sell, sell to buy, and we are supposed to continue the session with IPA and EPA. So we have so much to cover. But the session for tonight will be fast because we are starting late. I want every one of us to be back to rest for work tomorrow, businesses tomorrow. Good. We may have some longer session in the weekend, but these are introduction sessions, so they should be there. And I want us to practice them very well. That's why I'm making the time very short for us to grab as much as we can grab. Yeah, okay, so today we'll be talking about IPA and EPA. But before we dive into IPA and EPA, I believe most of us already know basic market structure. Yeah, when we look at basic market structure, this is what every one of us started learning Forex from. So we started learning Forex from what we call basic market structure. Okay, where we have something like this, basic market structure. Okay, so this we call basic market structure. Why do we call it basic market structure? Because this is a kind of textbook picture, how they explain what they mean by structure to us when we started trading. So you see here we are having what we call lower highs, higher lows, and higher highs get from this picture. And it's good for you to know this because this is how to get better in trading. When you know how to unlearn what you already think that is the right scope of trading. So if you understand this picture that, okay, this is what we call higher highs here, and we are having an higher lows. Yeah, continually higher highs, higher lows. You understand that if market is moving this way, whenever you are treating this area, treating these lows as a support, market tends to come back and take all these lows at some point. Market will come back and takes all those lows before it's what? They eventually move to the direction it's supposed to go to. So it has become a norm for the market that when you put your stop loss here, the market will come there and take you out before going to the other direction. Which means if you say this is a support, it means there are a lot of traders that are putting their orders below the support because, as we mentioned yesterday, the masses in this Forex trading, they have a very poor mentality. And having a very poor mentality is not by you not having enough money. There are many traders out there that have a lot of money, but they have a poor mentality. So there is a way they put their orders, their entries, and also their stop loss that makes the market to behave certain way that it is behaving today. So that's why I said yesterday, if we understand how the retail traders trade, then trading will be very, very much easier for us than trying to understand how the institution or what the institution is doing. So this place now, these are areas where institutions are putting their orders and the retailers are putting their orders or traders are putting their orders. So market will always come to this area, take it out before moving to the upside. Market will come to the here before moving it. Market will come down here before take all your stop, all the stop here before going to the right uptrend direction. I believe we all understand this when we started trading. But in reality, this is what the market does. This drawing I just gave you now is like a graphical representation of the chart, the line chart. So exactly what I gave you the first time was exactly what I gave you now. But the first time was controlled by what? By its basic market structure, which we call retailers, basic market structure, the retail method of trading. Why this other method now is what the market actually does instead of using the basic market structure. This concept here, what the market does here is actually what it does in the real entire market. Yesterday, you hear me mention some concepts yesterday. One of the concepts I mentioned was the concept of what we call MSU. So no one asked me what is MSU yesterday. So we have the concept of MSU. So this concept of MSU is actually what moves the market. What is the real market structure? How the market actually behave in real time. Yeah. So the basic market structure is one of the things we are going to be discarding in our trading, and we are not just forfeiting it. We are making sure we are understanding why we are switching to the real market structure. So the other thing now you now need to understand in trading is the concept of retail trading and smart money concept. That is another concept that a lot of traders are wasting money on. A lot of traders are wasting money on. So when a lot of masses are trading poorly in that scenario, then we should really understand, okay, what is going on and how we can get it right. Yeah, so the concept of retail trading and smart money concept is still this new way of looking at the entire market structure. So when I say the market doesn't move the way I draw it the first time, you see, when market gave us this low, it came down and took this low before going high. So the concept of retail trading and smart money concept is they put their orders here, which they usually call order block. That's the sponsor candle. The sponsor candle, put their order there, like the sponsor candle. So this is where a lot of stop loss are being kept. The same thing too here. This is like an order block. This is where a lot of order are being kept. This is the concept of what? Of institutional trading or smart money concept, SMC, which we all know. So retail traders that are diverting. They are diverting from the basic concept of retail, such as basic structural basic market structure and support and resistance, the use of indicators, into what we call SMC, smart money concept. So when a lot of them has over congested this SMC, it has given the market, in fact, the algo has been moving in such a way that it has changed, but you don't know that it has changed. So a lot of people are trapped, and this is why we have the concept of MSU, and we have what we call the concept of what we call fake BOS. The concept of fake BOS. So when you trade the SMC concept, what you are expecting is what? You are expecting market to give you something like this. This here is what we call BOS. That's break of structure. This is what we call break of structure. Then we have what we call our order block here. So in normal sense, we expect market to come to the order block and and bounce away from the order block to the upside. That is the concept of SMC. But this is not what we are trading here. So because of the way the algo has changed, the market will not move away from here in most instances. What it will do now is it will come down more and take away this low. When it take down this low, then it now begin moving to the right direction it's supposed to move. So this concept here so is what we call it fake BOS plus inducement. I know we already understand what is inducement, but I will be chipping that in during the weekend classes, but better. But I won't be explaining inducement now for you. So what actually happened here is this is what we call BOS. Take note, this is BOS, just BOS. But when price literally take down this low, it took down this order block and took down the previous low. What actually happened to this BOS is now what we call fake BOS. That means this BOS is no longer a actual break of structure. It's now a fake break of structure. So we call it fake BOS. Yeah, because it didn't hold. The market, this other block could not hold it. It came down to take down this other block and give us what we call fake BOS inducement. So what just happened in this setup is what we call a fake BOS inducement. This concept is what is happening on this trend, where market took down this high, break of structure, then came down and take the low. Then we have inducement. So we call this fake BOS. Fake BOS inducement. Look at another one here. Fake BOS inducement. So this is a fake BOS because it could not hold, the low could not hold it. Yes, fake BOS inducement. This is another one again. Fake BOS, yeah. The market came down and took it. Inducement. So we have our inducement here. We have our fake BOS here. So you can see how literally the market works. When you go to your chart, go and look for this. You will see it all over the places because this is how the algo has changed. That we don't even know. We ourselves, we don't know. Let me say masses trading the Forex market don't know the algo has changed. And this is what is entirely happening in the Forex market. So this concept of BOS inducement is a paramount guide for us to start our trading on. Yeah, because when we can spot this fake BOS inducement, yeah, then we have higher chances of increasing our structure and our win rate. So then the next thing is what we call MSU. MSU is just instantly, it means manipulation setup. Reason why market come down here is what we call MSU. Market gave us a structure like a fake BOS, but it indirectly came down and took that break of structure. But we know that this market is continuously going up, but it is coming down first to take some structure. This is what we call manipulation setup. Get? It's a setup, it's a trap. Get? But we understand how it works. That is the reason why we have higher chances of being successful in this market. Because we know that this is what the market will do. While others are waiting for this, we know market will come down and give us MSU. Manipulation setup. So we're talking about varieties of market structure later in the chapters. But today I just wanted you to understand, okay, fake BOS and MSU. Yeah, other question that we'll be having, I'm going to get it from you. But what today we are diving into the concept of IPA and EPA, as we mentioned, IPA and EPA. Get. So this we mentioned something yesterday. And one of those things we mentioned was we say human want is insatiable. So if you say the human want is insatiable, I know you understand that. Okay. So that now brings us to this concept that says the natural state of the market is inefficient. Hence, the market is always seeking to be efficient. Let me come again. I said the natural state of the market is inefficient. Hence, the market is always seeking to be efficient. If you look at this now, it's just correlated to how I meant human want are insatiable. And that is exactly what the market does too. Get. The natural state of the market is always inefficient. Hence, it is always seeking to be efficient. Yeah. So you guys now, can you tell me the full meaning of IPA and the full meaning of EPA? What is IPA and what is EPA? Anyone can try. Can anyone try? Can anyone try? Tell me what is IPA and what is EPA. Just tell me the full meaning. What does it stand for?
I think EPA is efficient price action.
Good, efficient price action, okay.
IPA should be inefficient price action.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one. I like that. Anybody want to say something different from that? Does anybody have anything different from that? What he just said? We are good, right? Okay, so IPA, you just mentioned IPA, and we say the natural state of the market is inefficient, as the market is always seeking to be efficient. So IPA stands for inefficient price action, and EPA stands for efficient price action. So now this is the time I like to ask you some few drawings here. So if you can actually write on my screen. I don't know if you actually can write on my screen, but let me see if you can. If I've disabled it. Okay, look at these pictures here. Look at the first one. Who can explain, tell me which one is efficient price action and inefficient price action? Do you guys have access to draw on my screen?
I'm not sure.
You're not
sure
sure?
I can do it.
Okay. I actually enabled it. Maybe the setting didn't take effect. Okay, so okay, since you are not sure, okay, just tell me which of this market is efficient. This is 1, this is 1 here, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, I want to hear you guys. Which one is
Number one is efficient.
Okay, good.
Number two is inefficient. Number 3 is efficient and inefficient. Number 4 is inefficient.
Okay, I see what you did there. Okay, anyone want to try again? Anyone other person want to try? Let me hear from others.
Number 1 is efficient.
Okay.
Number 4 is inefficient.
Okay.
Then 3 and 2 are almost the same. There is an efficiency and inefficiency, like both. At one point there's an efficiency, at one point it's not inefficient. The same thing happens to 3 too. But the full efficiency happening in number 1, full inefficiency happening in number 4.
Okay, that's good. So we now understand, we are getting a clarity that it's all about imbalance, right? Okay, everybody knows this to be what? An imbalance between here and here is what we know as imbalance. Everybody knows this as imbalance. I'm very sure all of us know this as what we call imbalance, because there's a gap between here and here, so it is imbalance. But what everybody don't know is this. Can anybody tell me what is this? Anyone, can you try? Is there anything, do you know anything about this? What is this? Anything in your mind that comes to your mind? Okay, we don't have idea what is this. Okay, but we know this, right?
You know the imbalance.
This is imbalance. This is more like an inefficient price action. Yeah, but this is what people don't know. So this, did we say, is this efficient or inefficient? Is this efficient?
It's inefficient.
Is this
inefficient?
Inefficient.
Yes.
Okay, so we say it's inefficient. But do you have a reason why you say it is inefficient?
Because we don't know how long it can go. Nothing yet. It has not shown us anything yet. It's just going without any direction.
Wow,
it can keep going. It can keep going longer. It can go forward from any moment.
Okay, that's great. That's a bold claim, and it's brilliant. Okay, so this is inefficient. Then what about this? Can we say this is efficient? Is this efficient?
It's efficient. It's efficient.
Yes, it's efficient.
The imbalance is taking off.
Okay. Why do you say it's efficient? You said because the imbalance is taking up.
Yeah, it's mitigated already.
Okay. This is where I caught you guys now. Because that's why I say you all understand this. You get this, you know what is it, but you don't know, not everybody knows this. Because the fact that the market has come to this place has not made the market efficient yet. Because what about if the market continue going down? Will you say it's still efficient?
That is true.
So this is where it is. So we can't say this is efficient yet until we have this. Until we have this is when we say it is efficient. So the reason why I say this is efficient is because we can join this together. We can join this place together. This, can you see? And we can also join this together. So if we don't have this here, if we don't have this, the market can just keep on going down. Then we won't be able to join these two and join these two together. So we must be able to join these two lows and highs, these two highs together, and join these T's together. This is how we know if it is efficient. Yeah. So it's not just.
I have a question.
Okay, come again, sir. Okay, come.
I have a question, sir.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead with your question. Hello, can you hear me? We can't hear you.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Right, go ahead, come.
Okay. Before, sorry. Before we said is efficient here, the last draw you made here.
Okay.
The one that is going up, must he take the other previous high, or immediately show us the candle? We say it's efficient or not?
Yes, as long as it started moving to the higher side, and taking the high. That is when we know it is efficient. Once it started moving to the upside, and is able to take this high. There are things we are going to put in place that we will know if this market is going to continue moving up or moving down. But the fact that it has been able to give us this, the fact that we are able to join this low together, we can identify that these are two highs. And market was able to take this high. We know this is efficient price action.
So basically, the market must take out that high.
Yes.
Exactly. We cannot join these two lines together without that high being taken, because we don't know how far this one that will go and all that.
Absolutely. You are correct. Yes.
Okay.
So we are going to put everything together where you understand how it works. So that's just the concept. You already get it right. So when I brought up this picture, when I say efficient, inefficient, efficient, inefficient, so you need to understand that it's not just the difference between these two levels. These levels, because some of us say this is efficient and efficient, inefficient, efficient, inefficient. There's the way you guys call this, yeah? But it is not just the difference between these levels that you are looking at. These levels you are looking at is the difference between the current price. It's the difference between the current price high and the current price. Are you getting me? So between the current price high, which is this, and the current price, let's say the current price high and the current price. That is how we know the current price high and the current price. That is how we structure our efficiency and inefficiency. So we can say now this is what? If the price is here, we can say this is we can say this is inefficient. But when price is here, we can say it is what? Efficient. This is efficient. Why? Because we could join this tail and take this eye. We can say this is inefficient. So okay, we'll come more better into that. So okay, so we have what we call this thing here. So I use it to explain it better for you. So based on those drawings we had a drawing called here that we use here. This is the first drawing we had. So we have what we call can you buy? We have will you buy? Okay, buy or sell. Buy or sell. So can you buy or sell? So we say this, can you buy or sell is different from will you buy or sell. Take those two words into consideration. So can you buy or sell is different from will you buy or sell. So we can say can you buy? Okay, let me use this. Can you buy equals to EPA? Will you buy equals to MSU? Can you buy equals to EPA? Will you buy or sell equals to MSU? First rule of trading. First rule of trading, never trade from inefficient price action. Always wait for price to regain efficiency. That is the first rule of trading. Second rule of trading. No MSU, no trade. So first, it has to be what? On an EPA. Then followed by what? MSU. Can you see how it has been layered? We say never trade from an inefficient price action, which means wherever we are trading from what? An efficient price action. Which means first, it is what? EPA. Then the second rules, we say no MSU, no trade. It means after you have an EPA, get. the next thing that comes into place is what? Is your MSU. So first is what? EPA, then followed by MSU. So this is how it's layered.
So what do you mean by MS? What do you mean of MSU? I wasn't around yesterday.
Okay, MSU stands for manipulation setup. Get it's one of the things we explained in this our chart, the chart we draw this morning on the MSU. So MSU is manipulation setup. The actual way market works. This is the actual way market works. After market have gave you fake this break of structure, it comes down and take this low before it expands to the upside. It will take this low. So this concept together is what we call MSU. We call it fake BOS because when market came down to take this low, this break of structure, this initial break of structure is no longer a break of structure. It's now a fake break of structure because market came down and take it. So it's a break of structure. It's a fake break of structure. So we now have fake break of structure inducement. So we can call this kind of setup what we call MSU. It kind of setup like this. Do you get it? Do you understand?
Yes.
So look at this too. This setup here is what we call MSU. Because we have a break of structure here, but this break of structure is no longer valid after market took this low. It's now become a fake break of structure. So this setup here, all the setup together is what we call MSU, manipulation setup. Look at this two here. This is a what? A MSU setup. Because market was coming down, it took this low, was coming down, took this low, took this break of structure here. So this is no longer a true break of structure, now a fake break of structure. So this is the entire setup is what we call MSU. But this is what we call fake BOS inducement. Fake BOS inducement. And why this is what we call fake BOS. This is a fake BOS. The fact that market came down and took this low. So let's progress. Okay. So we now understand what we call MSU, right? So we say no MSU, no trade. No MSU, no trade. No MSU, no trade. So if market is here, if market is on this setup, can you buy? Is a yes or no answer? Please, I want your answer. I want to get you guys' answer. Is it yes or no? Okay. Okay. Now, can I buy? Can you buy? Can you buy? Is a yes or no question?
No.
You said no.
Yes.
Look at it here. Can you buy or sell is equals to EPA? Do we not have EPA like this? We have EPA, right? We have
Yes, we
EPA.
have.
Yes. We have EPA.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
So this is EPA too. Get. So we can buy, right? Can we? Can I buy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Will you buy?
No.
No.
Okay. We can't buy, Abby, because we don't.
Have an MSU.
Exactly. We don't have an MXU. So it means that can I buy? Can you buy? Is equals to EPA. When we have an EPA, we can buy, but we will not pull the trigger. Get. Because the rule of the first trading has said, market is always inefficient. Then, since this natural state of the market is what? Is inefficient, then we should be expecting it to become efficient. And now after it becomes efficient, it's going to go inefficient again. So the last thing we can do in our entire trading career or life is to trade for an inefficient price action. So now that we have an efficient price action, we are currently at the right algo where we are supposed to trade. But we won't pull the trigger. We won't pull that $1 million lot. We won't pull that. You get, because what? It has not satisfied the second rule, which is will you buy. So will you buy is equals to MSU. So if we have this, will you buy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So you are absolutely brilliant. So this is an MSU setup now. It means now we have EPA and now we have MSU. What if we have this? Will you buy?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's good. Yes, the answer is yes. We have, because we have EPA first and we have MSU second. So this is the manipulation setup. So that's a good one. That's a good one. So this is the backbone of everything we are doing. That's the backbone of everything we are doing. Get. As important as MSU is, EPA and IPA is more important. One thing with traders is they always wait for price to come to an imbalance, while price has already regained efficiency. For instance, one of the setup I showed you in the previous example was something like this. This. If you look at it, this is an inefficient chart, right? Inefficient price action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if price come here, can you buy?
Yes.
Why can you buy?
It has become efficient.
In this chart you are seeing, is there anything like this in this chart? That you have this, that you can mark the lows and tease the highs. Is there anything like that in this chart?
No, it has not.
So that means this is not efficient. You get it? You have to have this, something like this. Exactly. This is what we are using to get your efficiency. If you don't have anything like this in the chart, that means this chart is not efficient. Because you can't mark here, you can't mark here. This is inefficient. Look at this. So there's no way you can mark these two together and say this. Remember, market has to break this before we know. Are you getting me? So do you understand? So this chart now, is it efficient?
No.
It's not efficient, exactly. Yeah. So can you buy?
No.
Exactly, because it is not efficient. Don't forget that drawing I draw. You have to understand that. Yeah. What about if price come here? Can you buy?
No.
No.
Why can't you buy?
Because there is no EPA, but there is MSU.
Oh, okay. You see that? I caught you there. So I just mentioned something earlier before. I say one thing with traders is they always wait for price to come to an imbalance, while price has already regained efficiency. Get? That's the thing. So there might be efficiency somewhere down here that you are waiting for price to efficiency, but price has become efficient here. Price has become efficient here already. Get? So when price has become efficient in this area, you have Oh, okay. Let me show you this first. Let me show you this so we can use it to get. We say, yeah, we can't buy, right? Can we buy? No, right?
Yes.
Can we buy? Can you buy?
We can buy.
Okay. Then what about MSU? Can you buy? Will you buy?
Yes.
Why will you buy?
There's MSC already.
There's MSU. Okay. But we need the two rules to be able to complete this. You know, we need the two rules to be able to complete this. We need the EPA and we need an MSU. Don't forget. So we can't take this trade because one is missing inside. We have MSU. Even if we have the sexiest MSU in the world, we won't still take this trade because we only have will you buy, but we don't have can you buy. There's no EPA in this price action, so we won't take it. The only thing that can make you to take this trade is if price become efficient on lower time frame. This structure is not efficient, but what about if price become efficient in lower time frame like this? That you can mark this low and dot this high. Then you can now buy. Are you getting it? You can now buy from this lower time frame because the lower time frame has been what? Efficient. So one thing with traders is they always wait for price to come to an imbalance while price has already regained efficiency. So trader will be looking for us to come and close this imbalance, to come to this imbalance. But meanwhile, price has already gained efficiency here at this area. So price will continue shooting up and they will be waiting forever here. So if price has already gained efficiency here, you have can you buy here, and you also have will you buy. In fact, you can even trade directly from here. So let me explain this other one. So this, we say this, can you buy here? We say this is efficient. The only thing that can make this efficient is if the lower time frame, you can mark this high here and you can dot this low here. If price come to this place, we can you buy? Yes, we can buy here. And will you buy? Will you buy? Yes or no?
No.
Why can't you buy? Have you forgotten that now?
I need efficiency. Number one.
We already have efficiency. Yeah.
But this one is the efficiency.
You need MSU. MSU.
Before the fake POS, there should be the space. But efficiency there.
But if market has already gained efficiency, the fact that it came back to this place and it's again efficiency, can you buy?
Okay.
Yes, we already have can you buy here. But will you buy?
Yes.
Will you buy?
Yes.
Why will you buy?
Because there is a MSU.
Okay, MSU, right? So that's good. So we have MSU here, right? And we have efficient price action too here. Okay, that is good. That's a good one. Yeah. So this is the concept of IPA and EPA. For you guys to understand the concept of IPA and EPA. Okay, so we'll be having a session tomorrow too. But most of your question, I want you to throw most of your question to the weekend. Okay, because we'll be having a long session in the weekend. So you throw most of your questions that you have about IPA, EPA, and every other thing into the weekend. So we'll be having a session 9 p.m. tomorrow. Get so safe sleep night for you guys. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, welcome.